everyone, I'm Jen Walker-Wall with WorkWondersCoaching.com, and I'm here today to talk about networking. In fact, I have networking tips for people who hate networking, which based on my experience is actually a lot of people. I don't think that I've worked with a single person one-on-one who didn't sort of have some resistance to reaching out and either using sort of the people that they already had in their network, and especially to reaching out to new people and sort of building a new network. And so today I want to talk about some myths I think people have about networking and how we can sort of reconceptualize networking so it doesn't feel like such an icky thing for people to do. And also some of my tips so that make networking super, super easy, even if you don't like to go to networking events with strangers, which is not the only way to network, which is really good for people who really don't want to do that. So some of the myths about networking that I think we can spend a little bit of time thinking about and dispelling are that you have to meet with strangers. People hear networking and they picture networking events, and that's not the only way to do that, right? So there's multiple ways to use to develop a network, to create a network, and to use a network, and you don't have to have a strategy that includes networking nights at all. So if that's what you're afraid of, we can find something that works better for you and for how you want to handle it. Another myth about networking is that you have to go and you have to be able to sell yourself. This isn't true. There's other things that you can get out of networking and talking to other people. And in a few minutes, I'll go into sort of what those are. But if you don't feel really clear about what you want, that's okay. If you don't feel really clear and confident about what you've done, we can get you to a place where you can communicate what you need and still make use of networking. Something I hear a lot of, especially from young professionals, is that they don't have anything to offer. So they feel like they're going to try and reach out to people and build a network and be asking for something and not have anything in return. So I think that is a myth. And when you're really young, it's easy to feel like, okay, I'm new and I need to rely on other people to help me with my career, but you simply don't know what other people are looking for. People may have questions for you and be interested in working with you in the future. So let's not assume that we don't have anything to offer. I bet that you do. So my first networking tip is to start where you are. There's absolutely no reason if you're looking to find a new job, or you're in a new city, or you've graduated from school and you want to reconnect with people, there's no reason that you have to just go out and start talking to strangers. Although that's cool, and we'll talk about how to do that. I really recommend that you start with people that you know. So start with your own network and let them know what it is that you're doing and so if you're moving, for example, let your friends know and ask them if they know anyone in wherever you're moving to, or if they have any contacts for you. Start with people that you already know and that you already trust and that you don't feel so awkward asking things from. Something that I also always tell people, and I think this always comes as a surprise, is to meet more people, whether you're a job seeker or you're a transplant to another city or something like that. You can do what you normally do. You just have to do it in a different environment, right? So if you really want to meet people, you don't just have to go to professional networking events. You can join a book club. If you want to meet people in different fields, you don't have to go to networking events. You can just go to like your friends' birthday parties. It's really about being consistent in trying to meet new people. And you can be choosy about the sort of environments that you do that in. I mean, I've even suggested that people join like intramural sports leagues. People have jobs and people have friends. So wherever you are, where there's people, that's going to be a great opportunity for you to chat with new people and hear what they have to say about their work and social life. And it doesn't always have to be around professional networking events if that's uncomfortable for you. My third tip is to ditch the elevator pitch permanently. It's always so awkward, I think, to even be on the receiving end of an elevator pitch where someone who just is very, very clear and succinct about what they are and what they're looking for. I mean, I think that that's a weird way to start a relationship, right? Like, people are a little bit more dynamic than an elevator pitch. So what I would have my clients do is to just spend some time writing and reflecting and really thinking about their own journey a little bit so that they feel comfortable communicating what they've done and what they do, and then sort of what they're looking for. And you do not have to go into a networking situation, whatever situation you choose. looking for a job. In fact, I really recommend that you set your expectations to something else. So for example, maybe you just want to meet 3 new people and exchange contact information. That would be a really great way to measure success for an event. And think about having that conversation. Like, you want to be able to talk easily and to ask questions and to listen and to share what it is that you're looking for. I'm okay 100% with you not having a 3-sentence elevator pitch that you can rattle off just like that. I don't think it's necessary, and I don't think it's the best way to really connect with other people. My other tip is don't be afraid to ask for help. If you are looking for a new job or you're looking to meet people with an interest in whatever your interests for fun are, it's okay to let people know that and to be honest about that. And it's okay to be on the receiving end of help without like a transaction taking place, right? So I remember a few years ago at a job I had, we used to go out to lunch, a group of us girls, and someone in the group would always put in a little extra money, and she would say, I'm just putting it in the pot for next time. And so when she was a little bit short, she would sort of have already paid a little extra. She would always call it putting in the pot. And so we all sort of got in the habit of paying a little more or a little less. And I sort of think that that's how it works with networking. You just put it in the pot, right? And you'll, at some point in your career, have an opportunity to help someone out. And it doesn't always happen with the same person. Relationships aren't always transactional in that way. It's okay for you to accept help from someone that you've just met if they're willing to work with you. So don't be afraid to put something in the pot or take something out of the pot. It'll all kind of wash out in the end. The other tip that I have is to be prepared. So especially if you're looking for a new job, something that I think is a super easy way to look at people and to consider your options is to look at your connections. If you're weirded out by the fact that LinkedIn lets you see what other people are looking at your profile, you can actually create a new LinkedIn profile that doesn't have any identifying information and use that to take a look at who your friends know and who your connections know. And then go ahead and ask really specifically for an introduction to someone if you see someone that would be a really good fit for you. The other piece about this is it'd be great for you to share a little bit about who you are if you reach out to someone. So for example, you might want to send a link to your LinkedIn page if it's public. Otherwise, you might want to set something up like an about.me page, which I like. I'll link to that below. It's a super easy personal professional page. I like it. I have one. Very simple, very easy. And, instead of just relaying your bio and your professional experience via email, you can just simply link to it and ask for help. And if they're interested in learning more about you, they can quickly, check you out. Number 6 is offer to help. Don't be surprised if people want to enter the field that you're leaving. So it's not really fair to say that you won't have anything to offer, even if this is you're looking to leave your first job. People might want to work where you work. People might want to know more about where you're from. You have things to offer that you just don't know about right now. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. And see how you can be supportive. Because it's good to just keep putting good energy into the pot because it certainly comes back out. I've put together a mini networking notebook, so you can download it below, and it comes with a script so that you can email cold contacts. It's really intended for like people you don't know, but you're certainly welcome to customize it for people that you do know or you know a little bit. Don't be afraid to reach out, and if you don't hear back, just move on to someone else. It's okay. Don't take it personally. Just keep going, and I always say that being consistent is better than not taking any action at all. So just try and reach out to 1 or 2 people a week, and don't be afraid to use the script. There's also a networking brainstorm, so you'll be able to sort of brainstorm who might be a good person and how to reach out to those people. It's a really quick and easy to do workbook, so I recommend that you download it if it's something that you think you could use some help with. All right, those are my tips for networking when you hate networking. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Okay, thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.